Welcome back. So I love reading Carlos King's tweets because they're so fascinating, especially the responses, how y'all just be dragging and going in and disagreeing. Like, it's so crazy. Listen, Carlos King wrote last night, the last 5 minutes of tonight's RHOA episode proves why Kenya Moore is the force multiplier, the comedic genius, the iconic icon, the legend herself, the moment. In my top 5 of the greatest housewives of all time, I believe Carlos is referencing the fact that, Kenya was arguing with Sanya Richards-Ross in last night's episode, and Kenya definitely won, right? And she only won based off of a technicality. She only won based off the fact that, Sanya, you could not get your brain to move a little bit faster. And I'm just like, girl, we was rooting for you. We was all rooting for you. Kenya asked sis, like, girl, why is you upset with me besides the FaceTime call? And then Sanya goes, well, let me think about that. Hold on, give me a second now. Okay, remember when Karen Huger needed a second to shift her wig a little bit? Yeah, same difference except for Sanya could not think. Sanya, I was thinking for you, sis. Remember in the driveway in Blue Ridge how she dismissed you talking about oh, girl, get out my face when we were all trying to go gym mining? Remember that? Remember we were at your house and she basically said that your food was dry? Remember when she hung up in your face during the FaceTime call? Remember last night, just the night before, when she, tried to tag team your ass in front of the husband and then got upset and called your husband aggressive? There were so many things. Remember just the day before she was 2 hours late to your activities that you spent all of these weeks trying to plan for her to just disrespect your time in that manner? Do you remember all of those things that Kenya did to you that I just kind of felt like were unwarranted? Yeah. And then Kenya wants to call her rude for going on into the confessional being like, oh my gosh, she's bringing up her divorce again. And honestly, I agree with Sanya. I'm sorry, y'all. I agree with Sanya. When it comes to this whole beef with Kenya, I agree with Sanya on everything because it's like you're using your daughter and your divorce as an excuse as to why you're 2 hours late to whatever activity that we're doing today. What does that have to do with anything? Like, if you just wanted to vent, then fine. Like, if you just wanted to vent about some of the things that are going on at home, then fine. But I'm really trying to understand how you being in this, third year of divorce, how that's affecting you when it comes to being on time to come to the track and field stadium. So, Sanya had a lot to be upset about, but I guess you couldn't think about it. So it's just like, girl, you forfeited and you lost. And now Kenya has another win in her belt. The reigning queen, the reigning shade assassin, if you will. Listen, a lot of folks were disagreeing under Carlos King tweet. Top tier housewife said, girl, stop it. We get it. You love Kenya. If this season proves anything, it's that Kenya cannot lead a cast. She's an excellent housewife, but needs other excellent housewives to work off of. Ryan Hampton wrote, the last 5 minutes. That says a lot. It's like Nene said, when I walk in the room, I own it. When Kenya walks in the room, she almost owns it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything. Who you got, Team Sanya or Team Kenya? Moving right along, there's a clip going around of Shereé. She's doing model calls and auditions for models for the She by Shereé presentation. Okay, notice how she's switched up. Now she's calling it a presentation instead of a fashion show. Again, 13 years later, like this is the same exact thing that happened in season 1, right? Where she had that beautiful, gorgeous party with the illustrations of the sketches up, but no real fashions. Listen, great party. Shereé knows how to throw a great party, but how does this help your brand? So now, 13 years later, Shereé is now doing the same thing, going from a fashion show to a fashion, quote unquote, presentation. And, all of that stuff. But I have faith in Shereé that she will have it together this year, even though in this clip, it seems as though she can't really afford a real budget for real models, right? Check this out.
You have to have a budget for real models.
I've already spent $1 million.
$1 million on what, sis? I know the copyright, trademark, and, LLC did not cost you no $1 million. Did it cost you $1 million for all those fabrics that can't go into a jogger? Like, what is happening? Are you counting the failed launch from 2008? I'm a little bit confused. Like, what is costing you $1 million when there's nothing to show for it? It seems like she can't afford the models, but whatever. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that situation. Lisa Rinna is on TikTok, and she's calling the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans sensitive. Remember a couple of weeks ago, she said, everything she says or don't say is deemed as racist now that Garcelle is on the show. And then she went on to say, if you don't like our show, go watch Dubai. And that seemed like it was laced in racism to me. Like, oh, you don't like our white show? Go watch a black show. And then went head to head with Lisa Milan and Chanel Ayan and the rest of the girls and Brooks. Okay, the only times Brooks went off and I actually was here for it, right? And then called a whole bunch of the Bravo fans dumb and stupid and bitches and hoes. Okay, she said, you bitches and hoes can suck these toes. And then I got on my platform and I was like, Lisa, stop it. Well, a couple of weeks later, Lisa's back at it again. And she's yet again calling the fans sensitive. She's like, you guys are so sensitive. I've been meaner in the past, okay? Taking pride in being mean. That's really, really cute, sis. I don't know what's going on with Lisa. She posted this picture the other day. I think it was of an envelope where she wrote the words receipt on it. And I was like, girl, is you trying to give us a hint that you're about to expose Kathy Hilton? Even if you do expose her for being a racist or being whatever, or talking mess about her sister, I think she's still going to be more liked than your ass. I went under somebody's blog and I was like, girl, you're going to be backpedaling and backspacing and apologizing and regretting this the very same next day by noon on the dot on the clock, child. Okay. And then she's going to blame it on grief. Sorry, you guys. Sorry, I'm lashing out. I'm sorry I called the Bravo fans bitches and hoes. I'm sorry I said go watch that black show. I'm sorry that I wrote the receipts with the envelope. And I'm sorry that I called you guys sensitive. I'm just grieving right now. And don't get me wrong. Rest in peace to Lois. A beautiful soul left us. But, Lisa, your grief is not an excuse for mean, evil, bad behavior. How is it that Kathy Hilton is engulfed in all of these scandals and was caught at Mar-a-Lago? Okay, she was caught at Mar-a-Lago, which is Trump's house, if you don't know, right? And y'all know I can't stand nobody who is affiliated with MAGA. But how is it that I like Kathy Hilton still with the whole MAGA label more than you? So y'all let me know, okay? Tell me something I don't know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.